Most people completely misunderstand what it actually takes to start a company in Europe, and Bulgaria might be the clearest example of that. On the surface, it looks simple. Low taxes, EU access, affordable setup. But, beneath that simplicity, there are small details. Details that quietly determine whether your business runs smoothly or becomes a bureaucratic nightmare. And this is exactly where people like Michael get stuck. Michael is a freelance developer from the United States. After years of remote work, he decides it's time to formalize his business and expand into Europe. He hears that Bulgaria offers one of the lowest corporate tax rates in the European Union. 10%. Today. That number alone catches his attention. So he thinks, how hard can it be? But here's where things get interesting. Within weeks, Michael realizes that registering a company in Bulgaria isn't just about filling out a form. It's about understanding a system that operates differently from what he's used to. A system with its own rules, timelines, and expectations. And what happens next changes everything. Because once you understand how this process really works, Bulgaria becomes one of the smartest places in Europe to launch a business. But most people never get that far. This is where things can go very wrong. Let's start with the basics. In Bulgaria, the most common type of company for entrepreneurs is called an LLC, or, more specifically, a limited liability company, known locally as an UD or UD. Now, this might sound familiar. Limited liability simply means your personal assets are protected. If the business runs into trouble, your personal savings, your home, your personal belongings, they are not directly at risk. That alone is a huge advantage. But there's one detail most people miss. There are actually two versions of this structure. If you're starting the company alone, it's called an UD. If there are multiple partners, it becomes an UD. The legal structure is almost identical, but the documentation and ownership setup differ slightly. Michael didn't know this at first. He assumed ELC is LLC. But in Bulgaria, precision matters. And the small detail makes a huge difference. Now let's talk about why Bulgaria is even on the radar for entrepreneurs like Michael. First, the tax system. Bulgaria has one of the lowest corporate tax rates in Europe, set at 10%. That's significantly lower than countries like Germany or France, where rates can exceed 25 or even 30%. But here's the problem. Many people think low tax automatically means easy business. That's not always true. While the tax rate is low, compliance is strict. You still need proper accounting, timely filings, and clear financial records. If you ignore these, penalties can add up quickly. This is where Sarah's story becomes important. Sarah runs a small e-commerce business. She set up her Bulgarian LLC quickly, attracted by the tax benefits. But she underestimated the importance of local accounting requirements. Within her first year, she missed a filing deadline. The result? Fines, delays, and unnecessary stress. But here's the good news. Once she understood the system and hired a local accountant, everything stabilized. Her business began to grow, and she finally started benefiting from the structure she had set up. So what does this tell us? Registering the company is just the beginning. Understanding how to maintain it is what actually determines success. Now let's walk through the actual process, step by step, but in a way that makes sense. Imagine you're in Michael's position. You've decided Bulgaria is the right place. What's the first move? It starts with choosing a company name. Sounds simple, right? But this is where things get surprisingly tricky. Your chosen name must be unique and approved by the Bulgarian Commercial Register. If it's too similar to an existing company, it gets rejected. Michael learned this the hard way. He submitted a name he liked, only to have it denied. Not once but twice. Each rejection delayed his process. But there's a smarter way to handle this. Before submitting, you check availability in advance. This saves time and avoids frustration. Once the name is approved, the next step is preparing the company documents. This includes the Articles of Association, which outline how the company will operate. If you're the sole owner, this becomes a founding resolution instead. And here's where it gets interesting again. These documents must follow specific Bulgarian legal standards. You can't just copy something from the internet and expect it to work. This is where Daniel enters the picture. Daniel tried to cut corners by using a generic template he found online. It seemed fine at first, until the registration was rejected due to incorrect formatting. That rejection cost him weeks. But once he worked with a local legal expert, the issue was resolved quickly. And this is the pattern you'll start to notice. Every step seems simple, until a small detail is missed. Now let's move forward. After preparing your documents, you need to open a company bank account and deposit the minimum capital. Here's the surprising part. The minimum capital requirement in Bulgaria is incredibly low. Just 2 Bulgarian lev. That's roughly €1. Yes, you heard that correctly. But don't let that fool you. While the legal requirement is minimal, having sufficient operating capital is still essential. Banks and partners will take your business more seriously if you demonstrate financial stability. This is where Emily made a smart move. Instead of depositing the bare minimum, she started her company with a more realistic amount. This helped her build credibility early on. And that credibility opened doors. Now, once the capital is deposited, you receive a bank certificate confirming it. This document becomes part of your registration file. Next comes the official registration with the Bulgarian Commercial Register. This is where everything comes together. You submit your documents, pay the registration fee, and wait for approval. And here's the good news. If everything is done correctly, approval can happen within a few days. But this is also where things can go very wrong. Incomplete documents, incorrect signatures, or missing details can lead to rejection. And each rejection means starting over. David experienced this firsthand. He rushed through the process, assuming speed was more important than accuracy. His application was rejected twice. Each time he had to fix issues he didn't even know existed. Eventually, he slowed down, reviewed everything carefully, and succeeded. So what's the lesson here? Speed doesn't win this game. Precision does. Now let's talk about what happens after registration. Because this is where many people think the process is over. It's not. Once your company is registered, you must register for taxes. This includes corporate tax, and, in some cases, VAT. Here's where it gets interesting again. VAT registration in Bulgaria is mandatory only if your turnover exceeds a certain threshold. But many businesses choose to register voluntarily. Why? Because it allows them to work more easily with other EU companies. Jessica faced this decision early on. She was unsure whether to register for VAT immediately or wait. After consulting with an accountant, she chose to register early. And it helped her secure partnerships faster. But this is where it gets dangerous. If you register for VAT, you must comply with stricter reporting requirements. So the decision must be strategic. Now let's zoom out for a moment. At this point, you've chosen a name, prepared documents, deposited capital, registered the company, and handled tax registration. Sounds like a lot, right? But here's the insight most people never realize. Once this foundation is in place, Bulgaria becomes one of the most efficient environments for running a business in Europe. Low taxes, EU market access, and relatively low operating costs create a powerful combination. But only if everything is set up correctly from the start. This is where the identity shift happens. You're no longer someone guessing your way through international business. You're someone who understands the system. And that changes everything. But there's one more detail we need to talk about. Accounting and ongoing compliance. Because this is where long-term success is decided. In Bulgaria, companies are required to maintain proper accounting records and submit annual financial statements. This is not optional. And this is where many entrepreneurs underestimate the workload. But here's the smarter approach. You don't try to handle everything yourself. You work with a local accountant who understands Bulgarian regulations. Michael eventually did this. At first he tried to manage everything remotely. It quickly became overwhelming. But once he partnered with a local expert, his business operations became smooth and predictable. And that predictability gave him confidence. Confidence to grow. Confidence to expand. Confidence to think bigger. Now let's bring everything together. Registering an LLC in Bulgaria is not just about filling out paperwork. It's about understanding a system. A system that rewards precision, planning, and attention to detail. If you rush, you risk delays and mistakes. If you approach it strategically, you unlock real opportunities. And that's the difference between struggling entrepreneurs and successful ones. Because at the end of the day, it's not about where you start your business. It's about how well you understand the environment you're entering. Bulgaria offers incredible advantages, but only for those who take the time to learn the process properly. So if you're thinking about starting your own Bulgarian LLC, remember this: take your time, get the details right, and build your foundation carefully. Because once you do, you're not just starting a company. You're creating a gateway into the European market. And that's a move that can change your entire future. If you found this guide helpful and want more videos that break down complex global opportunities like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Because the more you understand, the more powerful your decisions become. And that's how real progress starts.